I never thought one week would change everything. My name is Ryan, I'm 20, and I live in Oregon, USA. My dad is a busy businessman, always traveling. A few months ago, he married Sophia, a 42-year-old woman with a kind face and a warm voice. She became my stepmother. She wasn't like other women. She was classy, elegant, and surprisingly down-to-earth. We didn't talk much when she moved in. But everything changed the week Dad went on a business trip to New York and left me and Sophia alone in the house. At first, we just coexisted. But as days passed, small things started happening. One morning, she made me breakfast and laughed at my messy hair. That laugh was soft, sweet. It stayed with me all day. That night, we watched an old romantic movie together. I still remember how close she sat next to me on the couch, her perfume softly wrapping around me. By the third night, the line between mother and stranger blurred. We cooked together, danced in the kitchen, and shared stories late into the night. She opened up about her past, her broken dreams. I told her about my loneliness and how I always felt ignored by my father. Her hand touched mine gently and stayed there. There was no force, no wrong intention, just two souls lost and suddenly finding warmth. The most unforgettable night was the fifth one. Rain poured outside. We lit candles because of a power outage. The house was silent, dark, but we weren't scared. We talked for hours, sitting face to face, inches apart. And then,
she leaned in.
I didn't move away. It wasn't planned. It wasn't right. But in that moment, it felt real.
Honest. Warm.
We both knew it was dangerous, but we also knew something had changed. On the seventh day, my dad returned. He hugged Sophia, but she didn't look at me. Not even once. Later that night, I found a letter in my room from her. Ryan, what happened between us was a moment outside of time, something I can never explain or erase.
But I can't stay.
By the time you read this, I'll be gone. You changed me, but we can't go back. Maybe in another life. She disappeared without a trace. Dad never knew. To this day, I keep that letter hidden in my drawer, and her memory hidden in my heart. But sometimes late at night when it rains, I light a candle and remember the week that changed my life forever. It's been a year since Sophia vanished. No goodbye. No contact. Just that letter and the memory of those 7 unforgettable days. After she left, everything felt hollow. My dad went back to his usual life, cold, distracted, traveling. He never once asked if I knew where she had gone. But I did. I knew exactly what she ran from. Us. I tried to move on. I started college, kept myself busy, even dated someone for a few months. But no one could replace her. Every woman I met reminded me of what I'd lost, her voice, her scent, her warmth. My heart was stuck in a week that ended a year ago. Then everything changed. One ordinary afternoon, while cleaning the attic, I stumbled across an old wooden box tucked behind a pile of dusty books. Inside it, I found photographs, letters, and something that made my stomach twist. A wedding picture of my father and a woman who looked exactly like Sophia.
But the date?
It was from 18 years ago. That didn't make sense. My dad only married Sophia 2 years ago. Confused and shaking, I dug deeper and found a birth certificate.
For a boy.
Born July 10th, 2005. Mother, Sophia Williams. Father, Richard Evans, my dad. The boy's name? Ryan.
Me.
My hands went cold. My breath stopped. It hit me like lightning. Sophia wasn't my stepmother. She was my biological mother. My dad had lied to me all my life. He raised me believing my real mom died in a car accident when I was 2. He remarried later. But now it was clear. He had cut her out of my life and then quietly brought her back without ever telling me the truth.
Why?
Why would he hide that? And why did Sophia leave the moment we got close? That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying every word she ever said. Every touch. Every look. The tears in her eyes when she left. It all made sense now. She knew. She had always known. She left because the truth would destroy me. And now it has. I thought the story had ended. But 2 days later, I got a message from an unknown number. Ryan, if you know the truth now, meet me where it all began. Friday, 9 p.m. Don't bring anyone.
It was signed S.
My heart stopped. She was alive. She was watching me. And now she wants to meet again. But what does she want to tell me now? Friday night, 9 p.m. The air was thick with tension as I walked to the place where it all began, the old garden behind our house, where Sophia and I had danced that rainy night. She was already there, wearing the same long coat she wore the night she disappeared. She turned slowly, her eyes shimmering with something between love and pain. Ryan, she whispered, you know now, don't you? I nodded. My voice failed me. Tears burned in my eyes, not from anger, not from guilt, but from the weight of the truth. She stepped closer. I left because I had to. When I saw how close we were getting, I realized your father never told you. He wanted to punish me for leaving him years ago, so he lied, erased me from your life. I begged him to tell you, I was your mother. He refused. And when he brought me back as his new wife, I thought I could handle it. I thought I could protect you. But then, she stopped, shaking. Then you touched my hand, and I felt something I shouldn't have. My chest tightened. She looked away, ashamed. I stepped forward. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't mine either. We were both victims of his lies. She looked up. A tear slid down her cheek. I came back tonight to tell you, I'm leaving the country. Forever. I wanted to see you one last time. Not as your stepmother, but as your mother.
I felt my knees weaken.
She pulled out a sealed envelope. This is everything. Documents, letters, proof. I want you to know the truth. All of it. Someday, when you're ready, read it. I couldn't speak. I just stood there, frozen in time. She kissed my forehead, soft, warm, final. Then she walked away into the night. I never saw her again. It's been 2 years. Sometimes I open that envelope, and sometimes I don't. Some nights, when it rains, I still light a candle and sit in the dark. And I wonder, if she hadn't left, if the truth hadn't come out, would we have ever stopped? But deep inside, I know one thing. We weren't in love. We were two broken people, searching for something they had lost, and finding it in the most forbidden place.